Got my motor running, heading out on the highway. Now on US 1, northbound. But now at a dead stop on Conowingo Dam. More Amish up ahead. Again moving. See how long it lasts. Not that long. Again moving. But again, see for how long. Wonder what the delay was. So far, didn't see anything that would be causing a delay. As long as we're moving, I don't care. But anyway, now on US 222 northbound with a bunch of bikers behind me. A bunch of easy riders. Yep, now in Pennsylvania. You guessed it. And some of our friends here. A tricky passing with oncoming traffic. Oh, he's flashing his lights at me, letting me pass. That's nice of him. Must be a Pennsylvanian code or something. I haven't learned yet. But thank you. Up here, 222 bears right, and 272 goes straight towards Lancaster. But I'll keep on the original route, because eventually both routes meet just south of Lancaster. Also, haven't been this way in a while. Well, not since last year, on the way to Strasburg. I recall this as a concrete road back in the 70s and 80s. They should have left it like that. There go my memories. And some of the nice scenery along here. Well, 272 can be equally scenic, but this road's a bit quieter. Back in the 90s, there'd be lights in that window, like electric candles. And all those windows, actually. As the song says, put a candle in the window. Now entering Corville. So named because of all the quarries in the area, if the sign is to be believed. At one time there was a tunnel here that carried the Pennsylvania Railroad's high-grade line over the road, now gone. Up there and up there is where the line would have been. The tunnel's now gone, so I can't play my horn going through it anymore. And up ahead another rail line once crossed, called the Lancaster and Reading narrow gauge. You can almost tell where it went across here in that direction. It was called narrow gauge, but never actually was. It was always standard gauge. So don't know how the name came about. But this part of the road, I haven't seen in over 20 years. Looks almost the same. But is this township pronounced Lampeter or Lampeter? A lot of times I pronounce something in this state and I pronounce it wrong. So, Lampeter or Lampeter? Here's the spelling. So you tell me. With my kind of luck, It's pronounced Smith. Whatever. Or pronounced Leonard Skinner. You never know. Up here, 222 bears right and rejoins 272 into Lancaster. Hope I'm saying that right. Well, I knew people who lived up here, and that's how they said it. But I could be wrong. And here it is. I like passing through here, though. Nice, quaint town. Anyway, as long as I'm here, I'll stop and show you Lancaster Station. Alright, we'll have a look inside. Again. And here's the concourse. The main level. And through here you catch the choo-choos. Yes, indeed, even steam trains once stopped here. And a construction shop. And to think, all this cool stuff once stopped here. That's July 1933 right there. And here we have February 1958. Wow, within my lifetime. But I missed it. And now we're down at track level. In the distance, Norfolk Southern waiting in the wings. But to the east, there is a green block. Maybe there will soon be an eastbound movement. And today's my first time here at the platform level. Be nice if something would come. I'll even take that Norfolk Southern right about now. Now on the eastbound platform. There may soon be something coming east because folks are gathering. I wish it would hurry up though. I got some more ground to cover. I'm sure the folks standing there wish it would hurry up as well. Finally. But let's see what this is. Left it for Metroliner. Or so I thought.
And was that close?
Now to see what's pushing it. Phone's ringing. I don't think phones rang anymore. Now they just have tones. Oh, the door closed and open again. Oh, I can't board right now. This is the eastbound Keystone, heading for Philadelphia and New York. Ding ding. I'll take an ice cream. Now we'll see what's pulling it. One of those. Is that one of those Siemens Sprinters? Or what? I'm back at the main concourse again. Alright, guess we'll proceed on out. So there's your visit here, complete with train. All right, we're gone. Now departing Lancaster. Hope you enjoyed the train station. And if you're picking up PA 340 eastbound, which will take us to PA 41. And here it is. Going to pass through all those cool localities I showed you back in February when there was still snow on the ground out there. Wow, what a difference. That sounds like an advertisement for the video store I used to work for. Can you guess what store that was? Now passing through Smoketown, just as we did back in February of this year, 2016. But with a name like that, do I want to live here? Oh, it's only a name, okay. More of them. More of my lady's ancestors there. Mine are all dead. And right there, more of Dolly's ancestors. They're all over the place today. And now we're in Bird-In-Hand. And up there, the Keystone corridor, where the train you saw would have gone from left to right, towards Philadelphia. As they say, one of these is worth two in the bush. I'll bet that'll be our next town, Two in Bush, Pennsylvania. You're kidding, there's not one of those? No more towns named for cliches, okay. And now in a place called Intercourse. As I keep saying over and over, you can't make this stuff up. Yes, indeed, can't make this stuff up. Anyway, we pick up 772 south, which will take us to PA 41. We can revisit it that way. And again, Dolly's ancestors. As I keep saying, mine are all dead. And again, you guessed it, I got a blind hill. I'll pass anyway. Look, they waved. How cool. Got a twofer there. Anyway, back in the spaces. more spaces over here. There's some nice farms along here. And apparently still working on PA 41 all these months later. And up here, US 30, which will go east on for a couple of blocks. Now we're in this place. And up ahead, PA 41. Still working on it though. Apparently the road's going to meet up with PA 772 back there. Make it a bit easier to get to this road. And there's a cool clock tower I showed you back in February. Let's save it. It already is, never mind. And again, the dots in the road. And the sign says you got to keep at least 2 dots back from the vehicle in front of you. As you can see, I'm doing fine. That's how they do it here in good old PA. Still a big difference today from when I did this trip back in February with snow on the ground. Now it's hot out there. Wow, what a difference. Oh, there I go again. And more of those dots. Keep 2 dots back, folks. Yeah, that's clever. And cute. Entering Cochranville. I took you up Route 10 a few videos back. After departing Oxford, PA, we traveled from right to left, north on Route 10. Now entering a place called Chatham. Just a crossroads. And that was it. And up here, the previous US 1 emerges. We passed the current 4-lane highway a little ways back. Right there merging is the previous US 1, and now we're on it. It bears left a bit of ways up. But up there at the light, the original Philadelphia route from Baltimore emerges out of the right. Which I took you over in a previous day odyssey from December 2015. We came out of there, then bore this way. Remember that one? Oops, someone didn't watch. Here's where we are now. Pronounced Avondale or Avondale, like that door-to-door thing. Anyway, US 1, they would have bored to the left and go in that direction towards Philadelphia. And up here, the Oxford Arrow Secondary, which I've done a couple of videos on, as you recall. And again, got the dots. And up ahead, crossing into Delaware. Let's see, what did Delaware? You gotta watch a Perry Mason rerun to get the answer to that. And now in this place, however you say it. And I can once again show you this cool pansy switcher. As I showed you back in February, I had to trudge through snow to get here back then. To the south, the line goes about half a mile and then it ends. But one time it continued on quite a bit of distance, but got truncated and built over. And to the north, the line goes about a mile and then loops to the south, to the right, like an upside down U or something, and connects to the CSX Philly sub. So I guess CSX on occasion runs this. Looks like nothing's run here in a while though. Oh yeah, cool caboose too. But as rusty as the locomotive. There is a structure here, which could be the original train station. It's a preschool now. What are those freight doors in the middle? And that's how we all got around, once upon a time. And here's how we get around these days. Before going any further, we'll have a quick look here. And the story of how it all came about. Can't read that fast? Use your pause control. I have yet to ride this line myself, but I have seen it operate. That's the Gachesi ride up the Philly sub. And on some adjacent track was the Wilmington and Western train. It was steam powered back then. It might still be. And down there, the station. And I guess this would be the former freight depot or something like that. And to the south it goes to its connection with the CSX Philly sub. Now we're off of 41 and on Delaware 62. It appears the crossing of the same line where that old steam switcher was parked. It loops around and then comes out here. Or is it this one? Well, this is the CSX Philly sub here. I went that way once. Actually, twice. Now on this road. With different numbers here. And to the left of the trees would be the I-95 connector. I'm now in this place. With its lone spire. Now to head west. Passing beneath I-95. But we're heading for US 40. Used to know folks there too, Christiana. Yep, I used to get around. Delaware Route 1, which if I stay on long enough, I'll be heading for the ocean. There it is, US 40. I used to live on US 40. I turned 1 year old on US 40. So I'm about to get onto my old street. Yep, my old street's coming up. And here it is, my old street. Just think most street goes as far as Nevada. How far does your street go? But this is a part of my old street I don't see very often. And up here, crossing of one of the eastern shore lines, which operates a couple of times a month. If you know more about it, let me know. I'm not passing through Glasgow, Delaware, that is, not Ireland. And up here, crossing back into Maryland. We still got miles to go, though. Exactly 55 of them. But if I still lived on this street, I'd be home a lot sooner. And passing through Elkton. Downtown Elkton is to the right about a mile. The wrong side of the road. And you're old enough to know. Yeah, pretty cool being on my old street. But one reason I came this way is to avoid the tolls on I-95. I'm a cheapskate. And I want to see what they did for the bike lanes on this bridge over the Susquehanna. Bridge open to bicycles, but they should put a special lane. Like, keep this lane open and close the right lane for bikes. I'm not going to pedal over this as it is, because up here the fence ends, and if a car hits me, I'm going downriver. I'll be heading for the ocean the hard way. I'm still a bit paranoid to ride over this. But good to know that I can if I want to. Anyway, the sun sets on another day out. And we even got to revisit Highway 41. I guess I can thank Bob Dylan for that title. Oh, that's right, this is Highway 61. Close enough. Good. There'll be no content match on YouTube. But at this point, I'll leapfrog over to I-95 because I've seen everything I wanted to see on US 40, my old street. But my house got torn down about 10 years ago. The house where I turned 1 year old. I used to live in a place called White Marsh, which I guess makes me a former White Martian. Whatever you call somebody from White Marsh. Yeah, that could be me. And there's the exit for it. Yep, I'm a former White Martian. Or something like that. I guess that makes me extraterrestrial. I'm an extraterrestrial frog. Now to depart this hellish freeway, for lack of a better word, and pick up the Baltimore Beltway for a bit. This is the world's first beltway, and many believe that the term beltway was coined here in Baltimore back in the late 1950s. Then came the DC Beltway and others after that. But this one's the world's first. I know you're all thinking, big deal. The trivia you can use. They began building the Beltway back in the 1950s. They still haven't finished yet. Look, traffic barrels. They're always doing something on this road. In all these years, almost 60 years, and still working on it. I guess they're getting paid by the hour. I'm again back in the hood. Hope you enjoyed PA 41 Revisited. As I said, I guess I should thank Bob Dylan for that title. Now for one more editing job I gotta do.